What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Top 5 from Nerd Rage Radio. If you like conversations like this and want to hear more nonsense, you can listen to this on your favorite podcast platform, which is free every week. And if you want the uncut of this, it's on Patreon. Today, I have Joe KW.
Yo,
I have Chris Pinkerton.
if you're nasty.
And today, we're going to do the top 5 cameo appearances. Now, we probably should have limited this to one or the other, but it just didn't happen. We chose, it could be anything. It could be top 5 character cameos, actor, actress cameos, whatever it is. Joey, this was your topic.
Number 5?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's start.
Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
Yes.
I did not realize it was him till later.
That,
And that's not a role you expect him in.
Yeah.
every time I hear the Ludacris song, I just immediately think about him in the end credits dancing to that.
He was
fantastic.
great in that movie. Like, because he almost like kind of played a caricature of himself.
Yes.
You know?
And it's a caricature of a lot of the way a lot of Hollywood agents are.
Yeah.
So it was kind of on the nose.
I guess it's a caricature of the way people perceive him almost, in a way.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him, but like,
I hate him.
But
I hate him. I bloody hate him.
It's surprising, but he does do like random cameos here and there that take like that. It's always nice and surprising. Like he was in Austin Powers.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was. He played Austin Powers in Austin Powers as a cameo too. But yeah, I like him more in things like that than his movie.
Yeah, agree. Number 5, Christopher.
Number 5 for me is Bob Barker and Happy Gilmore. Price is Wrong.
This fight.
That is good.
That's good.
That was a good one. And it was so out of the, like, who would have ever expected Bob Barker to do something like that and cuss on TV, right?
Yeah.
You know, he's this guy with a stick microphone that we've been watching on TV for 40 years or whatever.
I tend to hate Adam Sandler movies, but Happy Gilmore is easily, in my opinion, the best.
You like any?
Yeah,
of
I think it is.
You don't like Click? I like Click a lot.
Oh, I hate Click.
Really?
That to me was right in that same pocket of like Rob Schneider. You've never seen him as a stapler.
Yeah.
Is it? I feel like Click was one of the ones that were like not like that.
I don't know, man. My number 5 is actually another movie. It's a movie that a lot of people hate or thought was bad, and I enjoyed it. But I especially
There's a trend here.
I especially
Surprise.
right. So it's Wonder Woman 2. The cameo is they always talk about the Great Guardian during the movie, the Great Guardian of Themyscira, and then at the end you get to see the Great Guardian and it's Linda Carter.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Like I was like, damn, like that's extremely well done.
Yeah,
like
that's pretty clever.
Yeah. So anyway, it made me feel good. It was like, holy shit, I didn't expect it. And I think oftentimes in that genre of film, I expect the cameo.
Yes.
You know, and
I mean, nowadays,
yeah. And
expect something.
I didn't see that one coming.
My number 4 is Linda Carter and as the legendary Asteria in Wonder Woman.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
That was I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Because I'm very good at keeping away from spoilers.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. They talk about this lady the whole time. The armor she's wearing in the movie
is her
armor that
Yep.
she's supposed to, like, she held the line so everyone can leave.
Yeah.
And then you see her at the end and then she turns around.
Yeah. And which is also playing into like the spinning around.
Yep.
Thing, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, well done.
Yeah, I enjoy. I'm not a huge Wonder Woman fan, but I enjoy that quite a bit.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't. Speaking of things I didn't see coming, didn't see that coming. Yeah.
It would be seeing like Lou Ferrigno in a Hulk movie, which we have.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's like that.
He was a security guard, wasn't he?
Yeah, in both movies.
Number 4 for me is Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
We never like talk about these things before we show up, but we always have some crossover.
We should just talk about stuff like this more often.
Yeah, so that's like you guys were saying, Joey was saying, it's so unexpected that he would be in there, and I think they did a great job with his prosthetics. And the
I could not tell.
Yeah, that's my favorite character from that movie, which I do enjoy that movie. I think the movie's has got a lot of great actors in it. But so that was my number 4.
Fair enough. My number 4 is Bruce Willis in Split.
Oh, yes. Unbreakable.
Yeah, because I had kind of heard rumors that they had intended to like cross over all these universes and stuff, but it was one of those things I was like, yeah, I'm sure they will. You know what I mean? Like, but I didn't necessarily think they actually would. And then when you saw him in it, I was like, I don't even care if they go further with this. Just the fact that these two movies tie into one another is like enough for me in some way. You know, it just adds to like his universe of like villains, which I just thought was a cool concept, and I didn't expect it. Especially, you know, he's had like health issues over the past and everything.
He's not doing it anymore.
Yeah. But I didn't expect it, and he's kind of been, you know, quiet anyway. I guess mainly due to his health issues. Right. So I just didn't see it coming, and you know, it caught me off guard and made me it evoked a feeling in me, you know.
Number 3, Professor X et al. In the Multiverse of Madness. I hate that movie, by the way. That movie drove me out of the MCU.
But the best part
is that I mean, it's the whole Illuminati, of course. But if I had to pick one of them, it would be Professor X,
especially
with Patrick Stewart,
with that music
coming in,
and the music is played like, you know, it's not the same music. It's just the same harmony,
and it's more serious.
It's faint. It's slower.
But if you know, you know.
It's more orchestral.
Yeah, and you got the yellow wheelchair.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was great. I mean, that's the only moment I like of that movie.
I mean, I hated that movie. It ruined 10 years of movie watching for me.
Number 3 for me is Matt Damon in Thor Ragnarok. Speaking of movies people don't enjoy, just that scene at the beginning where you know, Loki's playing his games and Matt Damon's one of the actors. Like it seems like Matt Damon's done that several times where he's just this pop in, nothing else came to mind, but that one in particular.
I feel like a lot of times with anything with Ben Affleck in it, he finds a way to weasel himself in.
Is it that what I thought they were just best friends?
I think it's that too.
It is. Yeah. But like just his patented like purposeful overacting and stuff like that is great. I just really that one popped in my mind.
Matt Damon. My number 3 is actually from something recent, so potential spoilers, but it's been weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's a context of a meme now. So but it's Gambit and Deadpool. You know, that's just a lifelong dream of mine to see Gambit and Wolverine have some banter, to see Gambit actually really cut loose, to hear the accent portrayed, and I think that he nailed all of it.
And you had your doubts with him in particular
100%.
Years ago when he was supposed to play him.
100%.
And it's just a feel-good story that he seemed really genuinely excited that he got to play.
Yeah. I'm glad for him that he got that opportunity, and hopefully it leads to something else. Hopefully it leads to something else.
My number 2 is from Deadpool 2, which is Brad Pitt being the Vanisher.
Oh, yeah.
He was the invisible guy. You never see him until like his death scene. We got executed. You got to see his face, which was super surprising. I wasn't expecting to see Brad Pitt's face in the middle of Deadpool 2. I guess Deadpool is good at cameos.
Mine is there's good people on both sides. Donald Trump in Home Alone 2. Because it's literally that is a cameo.
Yeah.
Just kind of points or whatever. You know, there's nothing to it. So
and it's become meme fodder as years are going on. You know, it's kind of stuck around, stood the test.
I always thought that. You know, even then I was like, oh, I know that guy. It's from the Trump game. It's the guy from the Trump board game.
My number 2, I could foresee people choosing it as number 1. I think it objectively deserves to be number 1. It's just not my number 1 because I kind of went with the emotional cameo was how I approached this. And my number 2 is Stan Lee in all the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Just the fact that like the first couple times it had that like good-hearted feeling in your soul, but then it became like a game. It became part of the viewing experience of like the Where's Waldo.
Like the Leo meme of him pointing. He's there.
Yeah. It became part of the culture of like watching those movies and people that sort of shape what Marvel is.
Yeah.
You know, so
Stan Lee should be number 1. So like, I'm like, let me pick something else.
Right.
Which would be another movie I quite dislike, The Flash.
Yeah.
My favorite cameo, number 1 cameo, is Nick Cage Superman fighting the spider.
Oh, that's fair.
It's been decades.
That's fair.
And they made it happen.
That's fair.
I was not expecting, again, no spoilers for me, so I saw it live in theater.
Yep.
It was jaw-dropping for me and a little bit hooting and hollering.
I wish they'd have pushed the boundaries of those cameos at the end. Like, because so many of them were so good. Like, you know, Nick Cage as Superman, the Adam West.
Fighting the spider.
The Adam West Batman. Like, I wish they would have just gone, like, you know, I wish they would have looked at it and been like, look, guys, this movie's not good. Let's at least make them feel good at the end.
Let's put way too much mayonnaise on this sandwich.
Numero uno.
Well, guys, I did the right thing. Stan Lee.
Yeah, I think it's objectively the right choice.
It is objectively the right choice.
Just, you know, it was kind of like, what's he doing here the first couple of times? But maybe to the point we were making, like, how many times do you see something before it turns good? And it's like, and then, you know, when you heard he was in bad health, like, one that stands out to me, even in the Spider-Verse movie, you know, where Miles buys his costume from Stan Lee. I'm like, man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, it pulls on your heart, especially the ones that they've done after he's passed or, you know, when he was sick. That was like, it just pulls on your heartstrings a little bit.
So my number 1, and I debated on whether or not this counted or not, but then I was like, well, he said character.
It's nerd rage. There's not any rules.
It could be character. It could be an actor. My number 1 is Leia in Rogue One.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually a really good one.
Yeah.
That was one that when that
everybody off guard.
happened, like I remember cheering in the audience, like, and still to this day when I watch it, I have like this emotional reaction to it, like her facial expression. And we all know it's not quite right, but like her facial expression, even her saying hope and all that, like it's like I just got the chills now saying it. Like it's one of those ones where like I've gone back and looked at YouTube for like reaction videos of people seeing it for the first time, and it like makes me feel good every time.
Right.
So if you like conversations like this and you'd like to see more, please feel free to tune into Nerd Rage. If you want the uncut, once again, hit up the Patreon. Joe KW, where can they find you?
You can find me just here.
And Chris Bakerton, where can they find you?
Crashbox Customs all across the fritter plane, blowing just like a kiss. And Joey's going to keep that forever now.
Wonderful. And we'll be back next month, hopefully, with another top 5. So with that,
Flappy lips.
Tasty toenails.
tight traps, player.